My name is Bill Lucas. I'm Professor of Learning at the University of Winchester, where I lead a centre called the Centre for Real World Learning. That means I'm really interested in everything that's going on between your left ear and your right ear. All the things that you're thinking and feeling as you learn things and change things and do things. And I work with all professions, all businesses, all charitable activities, but I have a special passion for health and education. So about 5 years ago, I started working with a British organisation, the Health Foundation, who were interested in thinking through how we could improve healthcare. Who would not be interested in that? But their particular concern was that historically, we've known we have to understand the basic science. I need to know how your heart works and does your blood circulate, and if so, where does it go? And then we knew that we needed to train people to understand the many medical disciplines, so if you like, the clinical sciences. And we almost thought that the job was done. We had trained doctors, we had trained nurses, we had a whole range of people, psychologists, who were helping men and women's minds and bodies. But we'd forgotten a vital part of the link, and the link was what we're calling, and what the Health Foundation is calling, improvement science. This is the science of making things better, and it's a social project. It requires us to understand how organisations work, how we can behave differently, and above all, how we can change our habits. We get very used to doing things one way, when actually that may not be the most effective way. So that has brought me from the Health Foundation in England to you here, to Vinvard here in Sweden, because I hear and now see at first hand the wonderful things that you're doing. So I think what Vinvard is doing is incredibly important. You're breaking new ground. There are some countries that have begun to explore the notion of improvement science fellowships. I and my colleague Paul Batalden are very proud to be involved with you in creating this new fellowship. So in England, 3 years ago, we put out a call to the medical profession largely and to others to invite them to consider becoming Improvement Science Fellows. This was the first time this had been done in England. There are similar kinds of fellowships across the world, but nothing calling itself an Improvement Science Fellowship. We were overwhelmed with a number of high-quality applicants, and from that incredible base, we selected 4 very talented people from different disciplines, men and women at different stages of their career. That's cohort 1, and they started 2.5 years ago. Last year, we selected a second group of 5 fellows. We now have 9 fellows. They meet on a quarterly basis with myself and with other colleagues who work for the Health Foundation. And it's our job to help them to become improvement scientists. They may be a paediatrician and an improvement scientist, a nurse and an improvement scientist, a psychiatrist and an improvement scientist, a botanist and an improvement scientist, and so forth. And that's what we've been trying to do. So these talented individuals need to know not just how to think new ideas and to research great ways of improving the system, but they have to persuade others to do it too. And that's really at the heart of the Improvement Science Fellowship. We need people who are passionate, who have great scientific backgrounds, but who can also bring other people who may be skeptical or uncertain or fearful along with them. And so far, I'm delighted to report that the 9 fellows in different ways are all doing really well. Improvement science is the science, art and craft of making things better. It's a social activity. It draws on almost every discipline that we know.